Hi, I'm Colin O'Donoghue and you are on FrConventions. It resonated most deeply. One of the ones for me was actually season 7 when he had a daughter, because I literally had my daughter was born in the May and we started shooting in July, so I had a 2-month-old daughter as well as my son. But that was kind of, as the character goes, bit that resonated the most. Being a villain was the most fun to play, but I think probably the stuff with sort of having a child was the thing that resonated most for me. I mean, you kind of use, they're kind of all based around the same person, you know what I mean? So the most drastically different version of Hook was the Wish realm Hook, where he was older and he was kind of a bit of a buffoon. And that was more just, I just decided to play and just, you know, have him do outrageous things, but all the rest of them were kind of rooted in the same place. Even when I was the dark one, it was like a more extreme version of the previous villain Hook. So yeah, so it's kind of, you sort of just take, and then on a show like Once Upon a Time where you get to play the same character for so long, it becomes instinct, and so then you can just play. Well, he found true love, you know, and that was sort of the thing. For me as an actor, I knew that there was going to be some kind of, originally a love triangle with Emma and Hook, and so I knew that even though he was a villain, there was going to be like he was kind of more of he was going to be like a bad boy sort of kind of love interest for her. But I think what she made him realize is that he, you know, a lot of Hook's villainy in our version was based on lost love and a quest for revenge for that. And what Emma made him realize is that he could love again, and that was okay, and that it was okay to allow himself to be happy. Yeah, I think so, because it's not straightforward. There was a build to it. There was will they, won't they get together? You know, what is it? And then, you know, I think they were both very complex people. So I think, you know, in life in general, nobody's sort of very straightforward. There's always a little bit of, so I think that's why it resonated with people. I mean, it was a lot of fun because we sort of knocked off each other and bounced off each other a lot. And you know, when you get to work with somebody like Bobby, it's pretty easy because he's so good. So the scenes were easy because we just played, and you know, he's such a great actor that it didn't matter what I did, he was able to bounce off it and stuff. So that was kind of, you know, it was fun. I think so, yeah. I think that when he marries Emma, I think that's the culmination of him sort of letting his past go. And then they have a daughter, there's a whole new life for him then. So I think that's the moment that he lets it all go. When he begins to fight for good and try and help save Storybrooke, or, you know, I think that's when you know he's let that go. I think that he always had love to give someone, and what he did was he opened himself up to try and give that to Mila, and once she was killed, he diverted that into hatred. So I think that he always had love that he wanted to be able to give you. At one point, it looked like he was going to take Balefire under his wing, and I think he truly wanted to. So having a family allowed him to realise he can be that person. He can love somebody. He can provide. He can, help sort of raise a child, and that's the most important thing for somebody like him. Black leather pants, I think. I think people love pirates, to be honest. I think people quite like a bad guy, a little bit of a rogue. But also I think that people could see he was really complex, and they understood the complexities of who he was and what he was going through, and the light and dark of his life. And I think that sort of resonated with people. So, yeah, I think that was it. It's a tough one because I genuinely got to do so much. I pretty much worked with nearly everybody, even guest stars who would come on for a couple of scenes in an episode. I tended to be in the scenes. I would have liked to maybe have had more scenes with Mikey, even though we were really close when we were working together anyway. We had a couple, but I think it would have been nice to have done a little bit more maybe with Mikey. I mean, look, it's great to get to see the cast and as many, we're lucky that we get to meet up every so often. It's just wild to think that 15 years on, we're sort of still in Paris with people who love the show, and hundreds of people, and there's kids here who maybe weren't even born when the show started. It's amazing to be a part of something like that generations of families can watch together. No, I didn't even do conventions when I started the show, so no, I didn't know what to expect when I started in Once Upon a Time. But it's been an incredible gift.